Well, you know, she'd catch the biggest break of her life if she would just open up her eyes. And I think you know who I'm referring to, don't you?
Lila and me? Never, honey. Never.
Hi.
Hey, Rachel, hi.
Hi, you want to sit down?
You?
Uh-oh.
Oh, God, is something wrong?
Why did you let Lila believe that she could ever marry my son? Why, Cass? Why would you do something like that to me?
What?
Checked Lila out of the hospital this morning. He stayed there all night. And get this, then he took her to breakfast at the Harbor Club. Sophia, she hasn't seen him since she walked out of the hospital last night.
Perfect. Be sure that continues. The invitations will be delivered shortly.
Then we're right on schedule.
Oh, yes. Lightning is about to strike Bay City. Now we just need to be sure it hits the right target.
To realize something, I have a pedicure
Keep your
appointment.
pumps on, honey. You're not going anywhere.
I really think this is between you and Rachel.
And the person who
not me.
shot off her big fat mouth.
Don't you think that was just a little too much incentive?
There's a very simple explanation to all
Why
of this.
would you ever do this to Matthew? Didn't you understand that dangling a carrot of $100 grand in front of Lila, who is a gold digger, would make her only work harder?
So maybe I made a mistake.
Oh, alert the press! Cass Winthrop admits that he's made a mistake.
I said maybe. Now look, don't worry, I'll undo the damage. I'll tell Lila that that's off.
Don't bother. I'll tell Matthew. He will handle it. And I don't think we'll see much of Lila anymore.
Split, I'll talk to you later.
Is there a problem?
Not to worry, I'm all over it.
Oh, never.
Well, it was in an envelope at the Harbor Club, and I think a fan sent it to me.
She sent it to herself to impress us.
I don't send presents to myself or make stupid bets.
You guys need a referee. And I have to go home and get ready for my board meeting.
Oh.
A progress report on the missing funds?
Oh, yes. I have to tell them I haven't a clue where those funds are. But I also get to tell them that my friend Felicia Gallant has just uncorked a brilliant new novel that we get to
Hear, hear.
publish.
You like the chapter?
I liked it very much. I mean, it's the best stuff you've done.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you, Rachel. Great. Well, good luck
I'm
at
off.
the meeting.
Yeah,
All right,
well.
You're gonna
okay,
need it, you
bye.
know. Boy, they are gonna give her hell. I know it.
Which is exactly what I'm about to give you.
Now, wait a minute. Come on.
What is it?
This isn't easy. You remember how you and I were talking at breakfast how important it is to be honest with each other?
Yes, what about it?
Well, after you left, I got to feeling guilty because I realized that I hadn't been totally honest with you.
About what?
Well, it's not about the baby. Well, not directly, anyway.
What are you saying, Lila?
It's something I did. Something stupid.
What?
Something that, in fact, was wrong.
What did you do?
Well, Cass and I, we were arguing like we always do, and it came around to a bet. And, God, this is really embarrassing. He bet me that I couldn't marry you before the baby was born. There, I've said it. Now, I know you're not going to like it very much, but it's the truth. And
You bet Cass that you would marry me? How much was this bet for?
$100,000. Now, I know you think I'm awful, Matt.
Actually,
but-
I think you're being quite shrewd. A preemptive strike, eh?
What?
I knew about this bet yesterday. I told Cass I was going to tell you about it today. Well, go ahead, Lila.
No, actually, no. I haven't even seen Cass today. I mean, I came out with this all on my own because I couldn't stand there being a lab between us. I couldn't stand the thought of it coming out after our baby was born and ruining what's supposed to be a very special time in our lab.
Well, you should have thought about that before you made such a ridiculously insulting bet. As if you could trick me into a marriage?
I never actually thought that, Matt.
Bull. You bet a small fortune on it.
Cass, it was his idea about the bet.
Oh, so Cass forced you to go along with it?
No, I was wrong. But he made me so mad. I mean, he's always talking about how foolish I am to want to get close to you and how we're worlds apart. And so I said yes to the bet just to shut him up. He's always trying to do that, you know? He's trying to get my goat. I guess it's because he just wants to get my attention.
Why would Cass want to get your attention?
Well, he has a thing for me.
What kind of a thing?
Well, you know, the little crush. Well, surely you've noticed how he's always trying to make excuses to get near me.
That's why Sophia locked you in the hospital chapel. She knew you two had a thing for one another.
Well, I assure you the attraction is simply one-sided. I mean, I'm always telling Cass that this isn't the right time to get involved. You know, especially with the baby coming and everything, but he's so persistent. As a matter of fact, that's exactly how the bet got started to begin with.
Hey, look, this bet is not just silly, Lila, it's offensive.
I know, Matt. I know. And I was going to tell Cass that the bet was off, but I just wanted you to know. I wanted you to know about it first. No. You're probably thinking I'm up to something right now. And I wouldn't even blame you, but I'm not. What I told you is the God's honest truth. I was wrong. And I hope you can both accept my apology.
Well, this is between you and Matthew, Lila.
Matt, let's see. Oh, look at that. I'm not exactly the pen type.